Hi folks, welcome back to Blackbeard's Detailing YouTube channel. I'm Ross, that is Josh, and on this episode we've got this Lotus Elise 220 cup in for some extensive work to get done. It's in with us for ceramic coating, alloy wheel refurbishment, there's some graphics being updated on the car, there's caliper painting, ordered new badges from Lotus to get fitted to the front, there's wheel centre caps, all that kind of stuff is all going on, as well as pretty much whatever else is needing done. We're still to do quite an extensive report for the customer. So the car itself, it's absolutely awesome. It is tracked constantly and it looks superb. It is however raining, and I've got a funny feeling that after we've got it all deconned and into the unit we will see something that tells a different story. But that's all part and parcel and fun of owning a car like this, which you're going to be enjoying and using it for what it's engineered to be used for. So we're going to get this thing absolutely gleaming, and yeah, join us for the process. Well, that's the car up, lifted on the ramp. When the customer dropped off the lock and wheel nut. However, in the wee pouch where the lock and wheel nut is, there needs to be an adapter to remove the rest of the nuts. However, that was not there. Tried to give the customer a phone call, however he's in Berlin for a wee break with his good lady. So yeah, quick phone call round and managed to source a company that's got them. So had to go do that, come back. I've got Chris from Universal Graphics coming along. He's going to replace these with, they were red as you seen earlier on. Underneath the Union Jack one, the customer was wanting these kept, however basically the glue has kind of caused a bit of damage on them from removing the red, so I'm probably just going to say whip them off and we'll replace them should the time come if it's needed. But yeah, it's slow progress this morning, just a couple of wee hiccups, but all good, and yeah, we'll push on forward. Well folks, that's the wheels been whipped off. I've removed the front number plate plinth, and whilst I've got Chris in from Universal Graphics, I've just asked him if he could make up a number plate, and I'll see how it looks on either side. The front number plate hangs up pretty high and it's on with like massive big stickies and it's flapping about and it just looks a bit messy. So I'll see how it looks on either side of the bumper. It'll be lighter as well, especially with this plinth off it and the number plate off it. It's all a bit kind of lightweight sportiness, this car, especially if it's getting tracked all the time. There's no concerns in relation to legalities with plates being on either side of a car, despite what you may have seen or heard videos, stuff like that on the internet. Perfectly legal to have a number plate either side of the car as long as it's front facing and on the pretty much the most vertical surface of the car. It obviously can't go there because there's a grille there, so it's perfectly legal to go either side of it, and it will be legal spacing, legal height, stuff like that. Customer doesn't like it, we can just whip it off and put the standard number plate back on it. Chris is doing his magic at the back there, so we'll bring the camera around, a wee bit of footage of him applying that side graphic on. We removed the side Union Jack sticker. Customer wanted that kept on in case the time comes he's looking to sell the car, he can take the yellow off. However, from the red sticker that was there already, peeling it off and it's basically just glue marks on it and wee issues, so we've just removed that altogether. Yeah, it's coming along pretty well. The PPF section on the front of the car is looking healthy. There's no huge big gouges, stuff like that in it. Customer did say if that's needing changed, let them know and we'll get that sorted. However, I don't think I think we would just be hasty if we went ahead and got that replaced. I think once we effectively skim over it with a really low abrasive polish, that's going to bring that PPF right back up to life. take out any wee kind of light swirls and stuff like that on it. It doesn't look as if it's self-healing. Tested the wee section with some heat and it's not kind of hanging over, but we can still smooth over little issues and little defects in that PPF, get it matching the rest of the car. So yeah, progress going pretty well. So going to have a wee look, going to see about getting this stuff all off, tidy up all this because it just looks a little bit messy. New front badge ordered from Lotus as well, so we'll get all that swapped over when it's in. Yeah, good progress so far. So it's the start of the third day working on the Lotus Elise. We've got a power of work done. Calipers have all been painted. They've just to be lacquered today, and the large majority of the correction, well, I say large majority, probably about 2/3 has been completed. We've got the driver's side door, driver's side rear quarter panel, and we're going to remove this spoiler to get into the sections underneath it to polish it properly, because the small polishers won't do any work to this paintwork at all. It is hard as nails. We've polished up the PPF as well. The customer did say that if there was marks, if this was needing replaced, then arrange to get it replaced. However, PPF's incredibly expensive. I would rather have saved that for the customer, and I've managed to bring this PPF right back up to a standard that basically looks as if it's just been put on the car. There is a couple of stone chip marks on the front end. However, I think given the cost it would be to replace it versus a couple of little marks, I would, if it was my car, I wouldn't replace it, so I'm going on that kind of ethos. Still can't get hold of the customer. He's away in, still away in Germany, so we're basically just running with what I would do if it was my car. We've got replacement decals for like the no step marks on the lower sills, the toe, kind of decals on the back, and done them all in yellow so they tie in with the calipers, the side bits, just so we don't have a kind of weird and wacky colour scheme going on, loads of different stuff, loads of different colours in the car. It just detracts from what the car should look like. But it's it's coming along really well, so we've maybe got another 3-4 hours of polishing. Josh is just setting up the smaller flex to get into the kind of inside sill sections to get them all polished up. After that we'll get the front top section of the clamshell back on, and we'll basically get its pre-coat and wipe down. Hoping the alloys get back today as well, we can get them coated, get them back on the car. But yeah, it's starting to come together now. We're nearing the kind of end of all the prep work, and then we can get on to the coating and get this thing nice and protected. But yeah, good fun to work on. As I say, paint is absolutely rock solid, hard as nails. Rotary polisher paired with wool pad for some sections, mega aggressive. Having to rely on experience in working with it because of the material it's made of. We can't take paint depth readings. Paint depth gauge works as like a wee mini sonar, so it needs basically a metal surface to ping back off of. Measures that speed that it takes or the time it takes for that little pulse to come back, and then it knows how much depth there is. Can't do that in this car, so basically just running on my experience here to know how far down I can take that paint safely and still get the desired finish. Correction levels are way on par with what any other car would be. We just need to play more on that side of being careful opposed to chasing absolute perfection on it. But even still, we're looking at 95% correction levels in this paint, which is well on target for what we're looking. Way more than what it would be if it was a brand new car. So yeah, I'm absolutely 100% sure that the customer's going to be satisfied when it comes to collect a car. So we're going to get cracked on. We're going to whip this spoiler off for now, get all the kind of prep work stuff done today before we get headphones on, start listening to vlogs and just start polishing away. Fully fueled up, had a round scrambled egg and a coffee, so we are raring to go. So whip that spoiler off, see you shortly. Well folks, that's this Lotus Elise completely finished. It's been here for quite a considerable amount of time. Car has all been finished, but that front bonnet badge just took an age to arrive. 2 weeks from a Lotus dealership in Hamilton. So yeah, that was rather lengthy, but such is the way of things, and it's here, back on. Contacted the customer earlier on today and he's going to come and pick it up. Weather right now is actually plain ball, so yeah, hopefully it stays that way for the collection. As you can see, a whole host of work done on this. Full paint correction, ceramic coating, alloy wheels refurbished, calipers painted, new decals put on the side, new badge on the front number plate, rear number plate changed to vinyl, and yeah, a whole host of things, and it is looking absolutely cracking. Can't wait to see the customer's reaction when he comes and picks it up. Anyway, you enjoy these shots of the finished article, barring the little front badge. The finished shots were done a wee while ago, about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's all sitting. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember, hit that subscribe button and click the wee bell and you'll get a notification every single time I drop a new video. Thank you very much. Cheerio, bye.